we really do place a cap on the quality of our life when we not only change who we are, but we identify with who we are in those roles. So when somebody asks you what you do, it's so extremely important to question when you respond, I am a mother, I'm going to be a mother, I am a doctor, I am this, I am that, I'm a student. How much of your worth do you place on that role that you claim to be? And is that really you? Or is that something you're just trying to become or have become so that you can feel like you are doing enough, that you are enough? And the problem is whenever we have this mentality of doing something or trying to achieve something to be enough and to feel enough, we won't ever actually feel enough. Because you're going to have a bad day as a mom. And if your identity is being a mom, then you're going to feel like crap because you're saying, or you're experiencing the feeling of complete and utter unworthiness because the thing you're holding on to that is your definition of worth, when that thing that you're placing all of your worthiness on, all of this idea that you are worthy because you have it on, gets shaken and isn't up to your ego's standard, then you're going to feel crap again and you're going to feel unworthy again. And what that means is you have handed over your happiness and your contentment to something outside of you that is always going to change and shake it up and do things to it and affect you and your well-being, instead of realizing that thing outside of you is not actually you. And we all really do this. We all seriously do this until we become aware of it. And I honestly don't think many people do. And when you see it, you walk around and you see people who claim that they are this and they are that, and they start talking about it and boasting about it, and you can almost sense the insecurity, and you can sense their ego inside of them just whispering, please validate it, please acknowledge that I am good, I am worthy, I'm enough because I am this thing. And that's really sad. It's really sad. And so the way to combat this and the way to change this for yourself is to actually bring awareness to it. Bring awareness to, first of all, like I said, what you are claiming to be or who you are claiming you are going to be. Ask yourself, for what purpose am I mentioning this? Do I think that I'm not enough without it? How would I feel if I didn't have anything to claim? And that's the level you need to start at. And then you need to start questioning your conversations. Why do you bring up certain topics about you, about your job, about what you do? Why do you? What's the hidden agenda in the back of your mind for bringing up those things? And, some people say it's to boast, some people say it's to feel good about themselves. But the reality is, yes, it is to feel good about yourself, but it's only because you don't feel good about yourself. And you don't feel enough without it. And that's pride, that's ego, and that's, like I said, capping the quality of your life. Because there is no one job. The funny thing is, we have placed so many categories in our mind, and everybody has completely different categories based on how they grew up and the perspectives they have and the life experiences they've had and the conversations that have shifted their mindset to believe some things are good, some things are bad. We all have a completely different mind frame as to what's good, what's bad, what's higher quality, and what's lower quality. And whatever we tend to deem as higher quality, whether it's financial success, amazing relationships, being the best mother, having the best family, whatever priority you have, that's the thing that you're going to go towards to feel enough about yourself. And it's going to change for every single person. And the thing is, when we go towards that thing and we succeed at it and when we achieve it, we will feel good. But another person may achieve that same thing and not feel good because that's not in their category. Point to prove here is there is no right or wrong category. It's just our perspective. It's just the way we think. It's just the way we deem things as good or bad. It's just our egos deciding what we believe would make us feel enough about ourselves, but it's not actually true. It's this imaginary idea. It's this imaginary box we have put it into as the best thing to go for, and we will feel enough when we get it. But for the next person, they don't have that imaginary box because it's not real. It's just this idea, and it's an idea that you don't need to have, because you will go through periods where you aren't in alignment with what your ego thinks is the best thing for you. And if you feel like you have to achieve it, you won't feel good. If you're not getting the straight A's and you're getting the B's, you won't feel good because it's in this imaginary box of being the best thing that you need to have to be enough. And you won't feel good. You talk about these things so much more than you actually realize. When you place your identity and your worthiness in things outside of you, you talk about those things when you achieve them, especially because you were just trying to get the validation from other people. You're just trying to get the message that you are doing enough, you're being enough, because you don't feel it. And I want you to just take moments in those conversations to look at it from the outside in, to actually imagine yourself observing yourself and the words that you are saying, and realize that you are saying something to try and prove a point that doesn't need to be proven. And no matter what anybody says outside of you, they still can't prove that point for you. It just has to be something that's known. So the next time you talk about who you are and what you do, I want you to slightly detach yourself from the feeling of excitement and pride that may come up as you say those things. I know that sounds a little bit insane, but you are teaching yourself a message when you do this. You are teaching yourself that it is not a good or a bad thing that I'm at this place in life and I'm going here, or I'm at this not great place and I'm trying to get to a better place. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's nothing to do with who you are. It's just where you're at. But it's not you. And it never has been you. Your achievements have never been you. Your successes have never been you. And you've always been enough regardless of having them or not. You just have deemed this idea that you are not enough or are enough when you do or don't have certain things. So you allow yourself to feel certain emotions when you do and don't have those things. But you have the choice to not feel those emotions and to have contentment and to feel enough regardless. So yes, even the excitement you feel when something comes into your life and you feel like you've achieved something, question the excitement. Is this genuine excitement because I'm moving to a new place in my life and it's going to be fruitful and bring new opportunities that will be so wonderful for me? Or is this excitement because I'm now at a place where I can validate myself and feel like I'm enough, even though I could have felt that the entire time? Question the feelings you're feeling. And if it's excitement for the sake of validation, I want you to dim down that feeling. I want you to consciously dim down the feeling. The more you dim that down, the more you will be brought into the awareness that you don't need it to be enough. You never needed it to be enough. You're going to have bad days as a mom. You're going to have bad days as your job. You're going to have bad days as a dad. You're going to have bad days in your career. You're going to have bad days in your schooling. You're going to have bad days. But until you become aware of this, you won't have any choice but to allow those good or bad days to dictate your good or bad moods. They don't have to be as dictating. Yes, this takes self-discipline. I'm still on this journey. I'm not teaching from a place of completely overcoming this because very few people have, but I completely intend to one day. And I love to help people with things that I'm going through alongside them, because I can really come with this fresh perspective of understanding. So I hope this helped you. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye, guys.